in the Force.
Hey guys, it's Michael and Jonathan from the Comicast, and today we are going to be talking about God of War, specifically God of War Ragnarok, and the new trailer that has come out for it.
Holy shit, bro! It is insane.
100%.
Yo, it's just kind of like I'm just chilling, vibing, right? And then Jonathan texts me like, "Oh my god, God of War Ragnarok trailer! Oh my god!" And I clicked on it, like, "What the fuck is all these new lands? The big guy's frozen." Totally
Yeah.
geeked out.
Yeah,
Geeked out.
definitely was a day. Oh, yes.
So we kind of went crazy analyzing this trailer for you guys and or giving our thoughts and maybe predictions for God of War Ragnarok.
Yep, so I think he's going to cover more like the story aspect, and I really looked into the gameplay features.
Yes, because in reality, Jonathan is a much better God of War player than I am. I want to start as talking about the obvious. Well, we can notice that Fimbulwinter is going down. It's going down hard.
Yes, and also Atreus.
Bro. Everything is literally fucking frozen.
Yeah.
Kratos and Atreus have to use a sled, which
Mm.
sled, which is pretty cool to get around. Such a cool setting, I say. Like, it's amazing how like weather change can change a whole game.
Yeah.
That's the aesthetic of the game.
Mm.
Yeah. So I really just want to talk about now just Kratos' position and Kratos' thoughts, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but it's my thoughts. So I really think that Kratos is really just afraid for Atreus, because Kratos has gone through so much shit throughout God of War, throughout the timeline of God of War 1 to 3. There's so much fucking bullcrap.
Yeah.
And he doesn't, and all of that bullcrap has emerged from revenge and anger to other people. And he really doesn't want Atreus to follow him in those footsteps.
I think something that's kind of unfortunate is like I don't think we'll ever really find out Faye's death, or like the cause of it, or like how I think we will find out how Kratos got to like Midgard and everything, even though he's from the Greek pantheon mythology.
Yeah.
But it'll be really interesting to see like how he got there and everything.
Yes, that is definitely so. And I guess I want to put in Atreus, like the dynamic between them two is interesting in the game, because I just said Kratos is so afraid. But meanwhile, Atreus, we can see there's literally a whole segment of him talking about. He really wants to find out his past. Like really, like no shit. He's a teenager and he's found out, oh shit, I belong to like an ancient race that's all died out. Of course I want it.
Yeah.
I guess that will be like the starting push.
I think.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, you keep going.
Like in God of War 2018, where there was just one starting push. Alright, we gotta scatter some ash at the top of a mountain. Alright. But that'll hold this crazy ass shit. And I think that's what's gonna happen in this game. It's like Atreus wants to do this, and that leads him to a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, I think it's more like almost a teenage identity crisis to a point. Like he just wants to find out who he is.
He's literally, I'm not like other girls.
No. Maybe, basically, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So as I said, I think Kratos' bigger fear is to see Atreus fall into that trap, which is revenge, and that bloodlust for everything that's ever gone wrong. Because that got him to Kratos so fucked up, and it's got him to so much shit that he didn't want. That he's trying so hard to get rid of it, that PTSD he has, and the last thing he wants for that is for his son to go through.
Yeah, but yeah, so
Yeah, and essentially, we can see that really fucked up how fucked up Kratos truly is. It's when that flashback when he sees the signature weighs on him.
Yes. Well,
Yeah,
he must do what he has to do. What he must to save his kid.
yeah. Really, the only thing left for him is protecting people he loves with Atreus.
Exactly, and I
And
think it shows that he he doesn't want to be part of he doesn't want to be part of this mass murder. He doesn't want to kill anymore. He just wants to do what's necessary. He doesn't want to go overboard for anything.
yeah, it's kind of like a mass murder is like
Yeah.
I'm gonna be holy now.
Mm.
It's kind of like I don't know, but yeah. Um,
So
feeling
sorry.
yes. I think we'll talk about a bit of combat and we'll come back to my notes because I've got a bunch more here. But
Yeah.
yes. So
So yeah, there have been a lot of notable combat changes, especially with Blades of Chaos and Leviathan axes. They're always going to be the main weapons in this part.
of course, yes.
Yeah. So I guess starting off, there's this neutral reversal grapple move, where Kratos he throws his blades and he can pull himself up to the platform. You remember seeing that?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like video game donkey says grapple hook makes everything better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm guessing probably the prediction for that is the L2 R1 aiming and just throwing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like when you can pull enemies towards you with the Blaze of Chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I know both of our favorite moves from the God of War 2018 is the Hyperion grapple. Yeah. Unarguably the best runic for the game. Best heavy runic for me. And I think we saw a little bit of a downgraded version there.
Downgraded version.
Yeah, there was no fire sparks. He just poured himself with both grapples. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that won't be a runic. Maybe that'll just be an attacking.
Yeah, because the gameplay we've seen is crazy. So yeah, that's probably a runic. Oh yeah, next is the ledge attacks. You know how he jumped off the platform and did that ground slam.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, something
cool.
we definitely haven't seen before. So
it
yeah.
reminds me of those plunging attacks in Dark Souls. I haven't played Dark Souls, but kind of yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Oh yes, I've gone really in depth into this. So this is a lot nice.
It's okay. Take it away.
Yeah. Okay, so there's this double sidestep that I've seen. It's probably possibly a stance change move, because with the stance change, you know how Kratos does he just uses the blades. He doesn't spin them around. He just he cuts with them in his hands.
Yes.
Yes, I think that's a stance change. And oh yes, the spinning charge up slam. That's something I found really interesting. Spinning charge up slam.
That looks like a really fun move to me.
Yeah, I think it's probably an alteration to the overhead spinning charge up thing. You know how you aim and you press R2, I think, and you gotta spin the thing and it charges up for the overhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think instead they might change it to a ground slam. To launch enemies, more combo.
Yeah.
More juggle potential. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. I have some more. We're gonna just kind of juggle between combat and stories.
Yeah, pretty much.
But so as I was saying, a big thing. I've got some thoughts and speculations. Sorry. And so I really think Kratos. Another big fear of him is because of that prediction we saw Jotunheim, prophecy room. But I think maybe Kratos is afraid of doing a bunch of actions related to Ragnarok. He just wants to stay low because maybe he's afraid of himself dying. Not selfishly though. He's afraid, if I die, who's gonna look after rest?
Yeah, true.
Another thing is, I think Kratos is really afraid. Of not Atreus's capabilities in combat. I know he can handle himself.
Yeah.
We've seen that.
We've seen him
Dark
go
Elves.
badass mode. Like with the Dark
Yeah.
Elves and the Light of Alfheim, that crap is crazy.
Trace wants sicko mode right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's afraid. Like we saw a bit of that in like that little short section of the game with Modi, how he killed Modi. He's afraid not control. He's afraid of controlling Atreus' pride and vengefulness. Like Kratos even says, anger is a really good thing to control. It's a really good effective measure in combat if you know how to control it. But if he gets out of control, it gets insane. Goes insane. I think he's afraid of Atreus developing into this generic generic god who's selfish and cruel, stuff like that. And essentially, yeah.
Yes.
And he's eventually afraid of Atreus becoming the entitled little bitch that he was in the first game.
Yes.
That little bit, apparently.
He was very egotistical to the point, but like I guess when you're a kid and you find out you're an all-powerful being, how else are you really supposed to react?
It's kind of like when probably someone wins the cross country in primary school.
Oh yes.
That he has all this power now.
Yeah.
The role. What about the role of Tyr?
Oh yes.
So is he? I'm assuming he has ties to the Giants because I think he has part Giants in him. Correct me.
I think before we get into that, I just want to mention that there's been like this theory. I think it's highly unlikely, like very unlikely, but some have been saying like Tyr is probably Angrboda's dad.
Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting.
But and also a big topic on Angrboda. People are very unhappy with like her change in race, I guess.
Okay, I don't know, bro. Like, I guess there's either two ways. People are angry because it's not Norse accurate, but at the same time, if they're angry that they're Norse accurate, why aren't they angry at everything else that was?
Yeah, I guess if they're angry that it's not Norse accurate, why are they angry about Thor's, kind of
no, it's
different
not just
figure.
that. No,
it's kind of hypocritical, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Thor's figure is actually more Norse accurate.
Exactly.
Because, but I'm not talking about because God of War strays so much from Norse mythology.
100%.
Yeah, so I watched this guy who's a Norse expert talk about it. I don't remember a specific example, but the point is, it strays a lot from Norse mythology. So why are people so pissed off at this minor detail, that change in race? Maybe the actress was so well suited for the role. Like, come on, guys.
Exactly.
Actually, wait, but that's Kratos. But, I'm not going to judge Santa Monica. Santa Monica is the creator of this game. And essentially, we will see. I don't think it will affect the character all that much.
Yeah.
It was probably a creative choice.
I mean, it's not like it's going to change everything majorly, We all know that, well, spoiler alert for those who don't know, she's going to be, like, Atreus' love interest, because in the mythology, she's, like, his mate. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. And another thing is, I heard a theory that if, Angrboda might be half Norse and half Egyptian. Because that's why I was playing her black hair. Her being black.
Yes.
Essentially. And that will tie in with Tyr's dad's. Tyr being Angrboda's dad. Because he traveled everywhere.
Yes.
So he may be, did a madness with an Egyptian or Egyptian god, perhaps.
Oh.
Got Angrboda. And that could be connected to the next set of games, because this is the last game.
Yes. For the, just for the Norse part, not the whole series, which would be very sad if that was the case.
Yes.
But, I think...
Yeah. You want to talk about more about that combat, because I'm kind of interested to see what else is.
Oh yes. Yes. So it's seen that Kratos, he has his axe, and he does some moves similar to the runic attack, known as the Blessing of the Frost. Where he grants the instant permafrost to his axe for the damage buff.
Yes.
Yeah. I saw him do that, and I think it's really cool that they might still be keeping the same runics, although I don't know how it would work in continuity with like how he got those runics in the first place.
Yes.
Like if they were at the same locations he would have got them, then how's he gonna get them again? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Another thing is his like armor, like I get that it's, I think Jonathan actually spotted this out, but I get that it might be like cold, or I mean it's like really cold, we know that, but like Kratos changed his he didn't change, or he wasn't like freezing in Helheim when it's meant to be like the coldest place. So why all of a sudden he's like, I need some cold clothes.
Exactly.
I guess it's kind of like a design decision, so you're like, all right, you got to work yourself way up to like.
I guess it's not that much of a problem for me, just more armor sets to find and collect, which I'm more than happy to do.
Yeah, I guess that's people like effectively like, you need to be connected.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean,
So yeah.
Should we do one more combat thing and then get back to the main story part? Because
I think I haven't got much in the story, so up left. I just want to talk about things.
Yep.
So Tia, I suspect. I feel like the way. I feel like, I don't know, but it gives off a vibe that I don't think Tia is going to accept Kratos as Tia. Or I think Tia is not just going to be like this one guy's with accept Kratos as Tia, like the help and shit. Because I just feel like it's going to be, he's either maybe some sort of betrayal will go on, or something else will go down. Because,
yeah,
you
told me this, like, you had like a thought, like a theory, that Tia would firstly start off like by saying like, piss off, just leave me alone.
Yeah.
And
because,
I think
it's probably scared shitless of Odin, because holy shit, Odin
going back to a really interesting detail with Tia, you pointed this out. On his arm, his left arm, you can see like the hieroglyphics, like the Egyptian hieroglyphics, which is pretty cool.
Yes, that is so cool. Like, that's really pushing the thought that it's gonna be tied, you know what I mean, to Egypt and the whole thing.
Yeah.
Shadazzle, essentially. But yeah, that is a very interesting thought.
And
yes, other than Tia, I really feel like Jormungandr's frozen. That's pretty cool.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so maybe, and I'm going for 2018 when you're going up the elevator into the witch's hut and we hear the horn blowing. I know, like, we don't know. Maybe that is Kratos betrays time travel.
Wait, what? Hold up, wait, what?
So when we're going, we hear the horn being blown.
Wait, when?
Right in the middle of the game, in 2018.
Wait, is this when Mimir does it?
No. It's when she's carrying Atreus.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, so I've heard a theory that is actually Kratos and Atreus traveling back in time.
Huh. Now that seems
Jormungandr, and that kind of connects because Jormungandr is frozen. Like, what the fuck is he meant to do?
Yeah, he's just gonna sit there.
Yeah, like maybe they have to like speak to him essentially because we know. I'm not gonna make some wild accusation that Angry Bird is gonna that.
Angry Bird is gonna birth a steak.
Yeah, I was just gonna pop out that shit. But because they're really young, I don't think Santa Monica's gonna.
Yeah, they're not gonna go that far that quickly.
Maybe like they'll be like it'll be like way in the future. I don't know. I don't want to speculate because I don't know. But like essentially, maybe that's them going back together, and they could be possible talking to him because we can see that Atreus is able to talk to Jormungandr and that final for the boss fight in 2018.
Yes.
And my last thing, sorry, I'm kind of.
Now keep going.
My last thing is that last thing with Thor, like, what a fucking cunt. He's like, he is really messing. He is really messing in Kratos' mind. He's like, are you a calm, reasonable person? He's really thinking on
Yeah.
Kratos. Like, he knows Kratos is fucked up about what he did. Of course. Fucking destroyed the whole planet.
Yeah.
So, yes. So, and I feel like this whole PTSD thing that could lead to a really, really powerful climax where Kratos literally breaks down. Maybe singing, like we saw a bit of that in 2018, but not. I really want to see them delve deep into this shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, I think that's cool. The last thing I wrote is for fat.
Pudgy Thor.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
No, but something I find really interesting is he doesn't look like the kind of fat that like sits on his ass all day eating chips, watching Netflix and stuff. He looks like the kind of fat that's like, bro, do you even lift?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I found a really good note. Damn, I was on fire that day. Because we saw that Stentra fight. We saw that Stentra fight. Right in the middle.
Oh yes.
Of the game. And so that Centaur fight. Are they maybe are they going back to Greece? Because that's an interesting thought. Maybe they will have to. But at the same time, there's nothing left in Greece, so that's like a really, really dodgy thought.
More time traveling, maybe.
Yeah. Well, time traveling, yeah, that could work as well. Tie in. But
Yeah.
I have to give credit to that to Captain Cooper. Great God of War YouTuber. Highly recommend, check him out. He did an interview with two guys, Corey and sorry, I forgot the director. The other guy.
He pulled
Corey
a madness though.
Yeah, he pulled a madness interview on it. That was such a good interview. Highly recommend Captain Cooper if you want.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Corey and Eric Williams, which is the new director.
Yes, I have faith. He seems like a chill guy. I don't think.
Yeah, he can't possibly mess it up.
Yeah, and plus Corey's still definitely a big part. He's still creative director, so.
Producer, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, producer. And he to create like if Corey like sees something really fucked up, he has the power to stop.
Exactly. Plus, we definitely know that he could step in if he sees something bad, because bro, he's not gonna let an atrocity happen. Yeah.
Yes. Alright, so I think, Johnny, if you want to finish on anything interesting in you two under combat, maybe one last thing before we wrap this up, because I think it's a long video already.
Dang, I still have a lot of
no, maybe one more thing. Go crazy.
Alright. Oh yeah, so I remember seeing this cleaving strike. You remember the cleaving strike? Very useful move. Yes. So cleaving strike. I remember seeing it. Like he does the cleaving strike, but then he like almost like spins the axe like behind him and around to start like a bounce. You know?
Yes.
Which is like crazy. And yeah, you guys are all gonna be seeing this. Like we're gonna edit videos in to like show you what I'm talking about, so you're not completely confused.
Yes.
Yeah, so oh yes, the Guardian Shield, the downward slam, which I think is really interesting because we've never seen him just stand there and do a downward slam. Like we've only seen it part of combos and like delayed combos, you know? Yeah. Yes. Oh yes, the Talon Bow. So Atreus has this new runic, and I think it sets the standard for like what Atreus can do next, because obviously he's a teenager now, he's like all grown up, and his combat skills have obviously heightened to a decent amount.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. I think he's gonna be much more OP in this game, even more OP.
Yeah, and he's like shown to like be riding a ram and like crash it into the other enemies.
That's insane. That sounds very insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes, and then the new version, he does like I saw Kratos. He like does a dodge forward, and he like hooks the enemy with like the axe.
Oh.
Yes, the
Oh,
spinning
wow.
thing, and like he throws them against the wall, and yeah. So that's mainly mainly the combat part of this, and yeah.
Oh, right. Yes. So overall, me and Jonathan are all both very, 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 very hyped for this.
Yes.
And we will be very, very, very happy that the trailer came back. It came down in the PlayStation thing.
Yes, because we both have PlayStation 4s, and we're not about to go out and you know, get a PlayStation 5.
I don't think our mothers or fathers
Yeah.
much. Yes. So that is today's episode for the Comicast.
So everyone, this has been Michael Jonathan from the Comicast. Have a good however long until we see you again. See ya.